In the early 1900s, a young boy from Missouri named Walt Disney discovered the power of imagination. Growing up on a small farm, he spent hours sketching animals and dreaming of a bigger world beyond his hometown. Those simple drawings would one day ignite a cultural revolution. After serving as an ambulance driver in World War I, Walt moved to Kansas City where he started experimenting with animation. It wasn't glamorous. He worked out of tiny studios, often broke, sometimes even eating beans from a can, but his determination never faded. In 1923, with just a few dollars and the help of his brother Roy, Walt set up shop in a small garage in Los Angeles. That little studio, fragile yet full of ambition, would become the birthplace of a global empire. Disney's story begins here, with one man, one dream, and the belief that imagination could change the world. By the late 1920s, Walt Disney was fighting to keep his studio alive. He had already tasted failure when he lost the rights to his first hit character, Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, leaving him nearly bankrupt. But instead of giving up, Walt turned to his sketch pad. On a long train ride, he doodled a cheerful little mouse with big round ears and an even bigger personality. That mouse would change history. In 1928, Steamboat Willie premiered, introducing the world to Mickey Mouse. The first cartoon with synchronized sound. Audiences had never seen anything like it. Suddenly, laughter and music blended with animation, creating an unforgettable experience. Mickey wasn't just a character. He became a symbol of joy and resilience during the Great Depression. Almost overnight, Mickey Mouse turned Disney from a struggling studio into a household name, laying the foundation for everything that would come next. With Mickey Mouse capturing hearts everywhere, Walt Disney set his sights on something even more daring, an animated feature film. Critics called it Disney's folly. Certain audiences would never sit through a full-length cartoon. But in 1937, Walt proved them wrong with Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. The film stunned the world, becoming a massive hit and the first of many classics. Soon followed Pinocchio, Fantasia, Dumbo, and Bambi, each pushing animation to new heights with bold storytelling and groundbreaking techniques. These films weren't just cartoons. They were emotional journeys filled with magic, music, and heart. Disney's studio became a creative powerhouse, setting the gold standard for animation. For children, it was wonder. For adults, it was escape during difficult times. This era cemented Disney as more than an entertainment company. It became a cultural force that proved imagination could move entire generations. The 1940s tested Disney like never before. While the Golden Age brought fame, World War II brought uncertainty. Animators were drafted, budgets collapsed, and the U.S. Army even occupied parts of the studio for training films. Big projects like Fantasia and Bambi struggled at the box office, leaving Disney deep in debt. But Walt refused to quit. He pivoted, producing shorter, low-cost films like Saludos Amigos and The Three Caballeros, while also experimenting with live-action and nature documentaries. At the same time, television was rising, and Disney embraced it with shows like the Mickey Mouse Club in Disneyland. These ventures kept the company afloat and introduced Disney to millions of living rooms. Out of hardship, Walt learned a powerful lesson. Survival meant constant reinvention. What looked like the end of Disney became a turning point, setting the stage for his boldest idea yet, the theme park. By the early 1950s, Walt Disney dreamed of creating a place where stories could leap off the screen and surround people in real life. Skeptics laughed. Who would pay to visit a cartoon park? But Walt's vision was bigger than rides. He wanted a world where families could share wonder together. In 1955, after years of planning and financial risk, Disneyland opened in Anaheim, California. Opening day was chaotic. Rides broke down, food ran out, and the heat was brutal. Yet none of that mattered. Families poured through the gates, and for the first time, guests stepped into a living fairy tale. Walking down Main Street or sailing through Adventureland felt like magic made real. Disneyland wasn't just an amusement park, it was a cultural revolution, blending imagination, storytelling, and innovation in a way the world had never seen. Walt's greatest gamble had paid off spectacularly. In December 1966, the world lost Walt Disney, and with him, a visionary who had reshaped entertainment. For the company, it felt like stepping into uncharted waters. Many wondered if Disney could survive without the man whose imagination fueled every project. Walt's brother, Roy O. Disney, stepped forward, determined to honor his brother's legacy. He pushed ahead with Walt's grandest unfinished dream, Walt Disney World in Florida. When it opened in 1971, it wasn't just a theme park, it was a sprawling vacation kingdom that carried Walt's spirit into a new era. Yet beyond the triumph, the company faced challenges. Without Walt's daily guidance, creativity sometimes stalled, and critics questioned whether Disney could keep innovating. But one thing was clear: the foundation Walt built, characters, films, and parks, was too powerful to fade. Even without its founder, Disney stood tall, ready to adapt to a changing world. By the 1980s, Disney was struggling. Box office flops and leadership shakeups made many believe the magic was fading. But then came a creative rebirth that fans now call the Disney Renaissance. It began with The Little Mermaid in 1989, a film that reignited Disney's mastery of music and storytelling. The momentum continued with Beauty and the Beast, the first animated film ever nominated for Best Picture, followed by Aladdin and the global phenomenon, The Lion King. These films weren't just hits, they became cultural landmarks, filling theaters, inspiring Broadway shows, and selling millions of soundtracks. The animation studio thrived like never before, blending traditional artistry with modern storytelling. For a new generation of kids, Disney wasn't just their parents' nostalgia, it was their world. This era restored Disney's reputation as the king of animation, proving once again that the magic of imagination could conquer any challenge. With the momentum of the Renaissance, Disney set its sights far beyond America's borders. The dream was simple: bring the magic of Disney to families everywhere. In 1983, Tokyo Disneyland opened as the first Disney park outside the US, and it was an instant success. Soon after came Disneyland Paris in 1992, and later expansions in Hong Kong and Shanghai. Each park blended classic Disney storytelling with local culture, creating destinations that felt both global and personal. Meanwhile, Disney grew into television, launching channels like Disney Channel and expanding into merchandise that filled toy stores and closets worldwide. Mickey Mouse and his friends were no longer just American icons. They were global ambassadors of joy. By the late 90s, Disney wasn't just a company. It was a worldwide brand that shaped childhoods across continents, proving that imagination speaks a universal language. As the 2000s unfolded, Disney transformed from a beloved studio into a true entertainment empire. The strategy was bold: expand by acquiring the best storytellers in the world. In 2006, Disney bought Pixar, bringing cutting-edge animation and hits like Toy Story and Finding Nemo under its roof. 3 years later came Marvel, unleashing a universe of superheroes that dominated global box offices. Then in 2012, Disney shocked fans by acquiring Lucasfilm, securing the legendary Star Wars franchise. And in 2019, the purchase of 20th Century Fox cemented Disney as the most powerful force in entertainment. These moves weren't just business. They reshaped pop culture, giving Disney ownership of many of the world's most beloved stories. From princesses to Jedi, from talking toys to superheroes, Disney's empire spanned every corner of imagination, redefining what it meant to be a global powerhouse in storytelling. The 21st century brought a new challenge: streaming. Audiences were no longer waiting for TV schedules or movie theaters. They wanted content on demand. Disney answered with its boldest move yet. Disney Plus launched in 2019. Within months, it attracted tens of millions of subscribers, fueled by classics, Pixar favorites, Marvel blockbusters, Star Wars sagas, and new originals like The Mandalorian. At the same time, Disney embraced technology, from virtual production to AI-driven storytelling tools, proving it could evolve with the times. Yet the journey hasn't been without hurdles. Competition with Netflix, rising costs, and the pressure to keep innovation alive. Still, Disney's legacy of reinvention shines through. From hand-drawn cartoons to global theme parks, and now streaming into billions of homes, Disney continues to shape how the world experiences stories. The magic hasn't faded. It's simply transformed for a digital generation.